inmate uses air vent to get pregnant, gives birth to miracle baby like Virgin Mary. Why not?
So many things.
Why can't she be like the Virgin Mary?
So many reasons. Number one, there was no sperm, whether through a vent or otherwise.
Do you know? How do you know what happened in that manger?
For a group of people that tried to write down as much as they could, they left that out. They made it sound like it was a desert everywhere that night.
Okay. A female inmate in Florida gave birth to a baby girl while in solitary confinement.
No. No. You can't tell me you didn't know homegirl was pregnant until the birth.
I don't think that's...
But you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. They figured it out.
Yes, but the idea that...
Okay. So while in a solitary confinement, after she allegedly impregnated herself, Daisy Link reportedly used semen passed by a fellow male inmate through an air conditioning vent. The new parents face murder charges. Not that they murdered the child or anything.
No, they actually...
That's separate. That's separate.
That's a funny story. That's their meet cute. Yeah. It sounds like she got charged with attempting to murder an ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And was it like similar with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, some kind of murder charge.
So this is such a cute story. I cannot wait for the Hallmark Channel to do this.
Daisy said she began a romantic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is his name Joan or Joanne or...
I don't know.
Juan?
It looks like Juan, maybe.
Maybe Juan, but
I always
misspelled.
thought it was a U. Yeah.
Me
it could
too.
be Juan misspelled.
Yeah. They pass after speaking to each other through air conditioning vents in their cells. Number one. This feels so
made up. Like
Stranger Things.
Yes, like a really hard to believe device of a writer who's trapped themselves in a situation.
Absolutely. Because number one, how is it that aren't those wings supposed to be really separate? That
I find this hard to believe. Yeah, because other people are there too. Other people have access to these same vents. And so I'm trying to understand, there's a whole bunch of things wrong with it, what they're saying. And who knows? Maybe there's just a wall between and they have solitary on each side. Or maybe they're,
Maybe that's where they put all the solitary confinements. I don't know.
I don't know. But what I don't believe is this story.
Yeah.
At all.
So she said that the two inmates at the Turner Guilford Night. Correctional Center.
Night spelled like a K.
Yes.
Yes.
In West Miami-Dade, Florida, were
too many words. Too many words to say where the hell that is.
Were in solitary confinement. They subsequently devised a plan to have a child after Juan expressed his desire to become a father.
So this is like Love is Blind,
the
prison season
version. Yes.
Okay. They talk to each other through a while. They don't even see each other. And we are asking ourselves this question. Is love blind? In prison?
That's right. And they both decided that they wanted to be parents. Okay.
With each other.
They fell
in love.
The female inmate in Florida,
they keep repeating things.
Yeah. The pair reportedly tied bed sheets together, attached the 23-year-old male sperm in plastic wrap, and sent it through the vents into Daisy's cell. Quote, I put semen in saran wrap every day for like 5 times a day for a month straight. Here's the thing. He's 23 years old. Okay? That's all he got to do.
Well, he's in solitary.
Spank. He's just spanking all day.
Solitary.
Solitary.
I have to say that I think he's making good use of his time.
Yes. Okay. So he's sending her 5 samples a day. When I think about how much, and how hard people who have had challenges getting pregnant.
This is Francis, get out of my head. I was like, do you know how much money over $20,000 a try?
That's right. That's right. They send in sperm through the vents.
You telling me that we could have gotten you into a Motel 6, 2 rooms next to each other, strung a sheet between them, handed you both a sandwich wrapped in plastics. You could take it plastic and just been like, okay, we'll be coming back in 5 to 10 and see if you're
pregnant. She said, Daisy says he would kind of roll it up almost like a cigarette. And he would attach it to the line that we had in the vent, and I would pull it through. From there, I had placed it inside the yeast infection applicators. I had placed it inside of there, and then from there, I administered it. Like she a doctor. Like she a doctor, girl.
I object to the use of the word administered in this sentence. I'd like to file a complaint. No, yeast infection.
Technical.
No.
Daisy technical.
Daisy, you
professional.
shoved it up. Okay.
That's right.
If it happened at all.
The lovebirds. I'm not sure about. The lovebirds had never met face to face.
No, you may not call them lovebirds.
And when asked if they ever even touched, Juan said never, like the Virgin Mary.
It's not how the Virgin Mary story went. Okay?
Like the Virgin Mary.
That is not how the story went.
That's how their story goes.
Well, their story is why they're in jail. Okay. That's what their story leads to. So she said you would stand on the toilet and actually be able to talk to them. Is that...
Yeah,
being in isolation for so long, you begin to spend hours and hours talking to this person, to the point where it's almost as if you're in the same room as them. It's Daisy.
Mm-hmm. She said that, you would knock on the vent and you could hear people from the different floors. Okay. Mm-hmm. And she said, being in isolation so long, like she said, you're talking to that person. And you're in the same. It feels like you're in the same. Which they shouldn't be in
isolation that long.
No.
It's
well, this is what I find really interesting and amazing. They were left in solitary confinement so long, they made a family.
That's so. Professor Joyce Harper, head of reproductive science and society group at University College London's Institute for Women's Health, which is too many words, confirmed that this is a possible way of getting pregnant.
Of course it is.
Why didn't we cover it in sex ed? Why I never saw nary a sheet or plastic wrap.
This is where I feel like my education about this happened a lot in the 80s and the 90s. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I was surrounded by lesbians who would get samples and turkey based.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Was this, how old are you at this time?
By that time, I'm in my teens and 20s. Right.
Okay.
That's so different. I think I had family members who had done it. I was
thinking this was another Francis child story, and I was like, how are you 8, 9?
No, I knew 2 female couples. I had a family member, and I'll never forget because my mama called that child. Here come that turkey baster child.
It's not right.
Here come the turkey baster.
I'm doing you. I love Black people. I really do. That is so Mama, Black please. Family. This is
Mama. Mommy.
I've never met anyone who didn't know if they were adopted, if they were Black. Then found out later. Never known anybody like that in my family. They'd be like, yo, not from here.
Totally. Different one. Daddy's mistake. Come on in here.
They're not going to get away with life without knowing that. It's hilarious.
Okay, so she told Bored Panda in an email. She said this is very possible. The professor, for decades, some women have got pregnant using sperm that was put into their vajayjays, even using a turkey baster. And like I said, I knew literal people who
had done it,
because this was before.
Yes.
A lot of this.
There wasn't public discussion of this.
And
in the same way at all.
What I was told at the time by one particular couple, friends of my parents, is we want to have a child, but this wasn't a time where they could adopt a child or be a couple or be married or have access to that. So how are you going to family? And so they would get a friend's deposit, freeze it, and use it until they got pregnant.
But I'm going to say, not being in prison at the time.
Well, that's, you know what, Angela? Angela.
It's just what costuming.
Come see, come saw. N'est-ce pas?
Now, what I see in this story is a real indictment of the prison system. Okay. Because if you could imagine, can we talk about air vents for a second? Every problem with escapes, etc., air vents, have we not figured out that your air vents need to be a lot more secure? I can see in my head to this day them chiseling away at the air vent in that Escape from Alcatraz, just chiseling forever, right? And making up cement and paint and putting that, like, it's just like, what if this is even true, which I don't think it is.
You don't think it's
No, I don't think it is. I think that was a fun story that they came up with, and I think that she was what would be, you could never be a consensual relationship, but that something went down with a guard. I don't believe this. These are people who couldn't conduct their lives, and now I'm just saying they have a lot of issues.
Yeah. Well, Daisy's family initially suspecting sexual assault.
Yes.
And demanding.
Suspecting? How could you not suspect? She's in a woman's prison.
She and demanding an investigation. Later learned the baby's father was Juan. This is
how did she learn that? Nowhere in here does it specifically state that they ever have tested Juan's DNA.
That's what needed to happen. She ended up pregnant, is what they're saying, under their watch, and this should never happen. This is horrifying. This is what her sister said.
I don't think so. I think this somehow either the person who did it with her, who assaulted her, came up with this story, and they ran it by that guy, and they both liked it. They were okay with it, or they got some sort of privileges.
I believe in this love.
I believe in concrete. I believe in
well, in prison, that's all they do is kite. Okay,
but sheets. How and the like? No, I don't. 5 times a day? No, I don't. But I do not 5 times a day. No, not that. What's the bravado? I'm talking about that you're wrapping it up and putting it through the vents and nobody sees you ever.
Well, because the vents on the inside of the room.
I know, but you gotta pull it out. You gotta get so I'm just like, this is crazy.
Oh, you know what?
This is a level of
love. You don't believe in love.
No, it's not that I don't believe in love. I don't believe that this love busted through walls. Like, I just think the simplest, it's Occam's razor. I think the simplest answer is probably true, which is that somebody with full access to this person assaulted her, and they came up with this story because it's better because they got something from it. The prisoners probably got something, privileges. That is what I need to be disabused of.
Okay, you know what? I am going to put that in my B slot.
That's right.
Of what happened.
I'm not saying this isn't stupid and wildly stupid. Like, let's just go with the story is true. You are both in prison. What are you doing?
The baby was born On June 19th, and 48 hours later, they handed the baby over to the inmate's mother. We don't even know.
The male inmate's mother.
That's right. This is a quote. We don't even know if that's the real family. Daisy and Juan are now in separate jails, but still talk on the phone and see their daughter, who is now living with her grandmother from her dad's side. Daisy said she could be anything. I think she's going to be something great.
I'm going to tell you something. Her beginnings are not auspicious. This is awful.
Wow. This is deep.
That's what I'm saying. There's some, we talk about the stupid in our work to try to stop stupid, but there's a level, we rarely talk about it because it's so not, these are anomalies. Okay. Mm-hmm. But there's an area of stupid that's toxic. Remember like that movie, that Wes Craven movie where if you read the book, you went crazy. I think Johnny Depp was in it. Mm-hmm. It was something, and I forget what it was called, but really it was like, don't read that book. Okay. Because you go crazy. The Mouth of Madness or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like, and this is that kind of stupid.
Yeah. When you say, yeah, I could definitely see a cover up. Mm-hmm. But for me, I'm sitting here going, well, yeah, but it could be. You know what? This is where we need to be able to get out here in the world and do some detective work.
I cannot believe that they would relinquish custody of an infant to a family that may have no relationship to her.
That's right.
That there's been no testing, or because to me, I feel like either if they tested, then why doesn't it say that?
Right.
Because that is the only question.
Well, and I can't imagine, this is my other thing.
I think it's a story to make it consensual.
Right.
Like I
can't imagine the system just handing a baby over.
The system is manned by people, and people do things like this all the time.
I'm Frances Callier.
And I'm Angela V. Shelton.
We are Frangela. Thank you so much for listening to
Idiot of the Week.
Week.